I think many places politicians tend to degenerate into politics of personality, and I've really tried to remain an issues-oriented First Selectman. The other thing that I think has been a feature of my tenure that I'm very proud of, that I think has been very important, is finding ways to strengthen the neighborhood fabric and the kind of quality of life of our neighborhoods. One of the biggest ways was through the open space program, and one of the things I most favorably like to visit and really like to feel good about are some of the key open spaces in our town that we've saved from development, that we've added to the town open space inventory and park inventory, and we'll go to a few of those over this next hour. These gardens behind Independence Hall are probably one of the real not frequently visited jewels of the town. This area reminds me of almost like an old-fashioned, estate garden complex, and yet it's right behind our town hall complex. Every once in a while I have people asked to get married. As a justice of the peace, I can marry individuals, and I often take them back here to do the ceremony back in these gardens. These are the kind of spots in our town that to me are extra special, because here you have a mill river, beautiful small river flowing right through the middle of our town, right next to Brookside Drive, and yet 10 feet away you can get down to the side of the water and see the rapids and see beautiful woodlands. I wish more people enjoyed these kind of walking trails. When our kids were younger, we used to come walking down here, and we'd take them basically over the rocks. There are different points of the river that are low in the summer, and you could literally walk over the rocks through the water into the open space that's across the river. And you'd never know you were in a big suburb when you're down here walking around in the woods. This land encompasses 20 acres, and as you can see, this is the old barn. There's about 6 acres of farmland and about 10 acres of wooded area within the property, and the farm has corn or pumpkins in the fall, and he tries to till it and farm it twice a year. He rolls over his crops, but it's a beautiful vista. It's one of the last Fairfield farms in the entire community, and obviously farming is a heritage of Fairfield. The history of our town was that we started for our first 200 years primarily as a farming community, so the town bodies felt it was very important to try to preserve the last working farm, public working farm in our town. So one of the gems, which I'm very proud that I was actually able to lead the way in saving, was a piece of the Southport Harbor property known as Lower Wharf. The property was owned by a private owner, and the private owner was going to build a house for his family, and instead the neighborhood was very upset at the idea of a house being built jutting out into the harbor. So the neighborhood approached my office and said, "Ken, can't you do something?" With the help of neighborhood contributions, the town paid about $250,000. The neighbors kicked in about $250,000, and we bought this property for a new public park that had never existed before. And what I love about it is that, as you walk out onto the property, you just get the entire vista of Southport and Long Island Sound. It's just a beautiful, beautiful spot. So, the Town Hall Complex is an amazing place to be. I know we started the interview here. It's a great place to finish up. I have loved serving as First Selectman. It's been a privilege and honor. It's been a great opportunity. I am going to announce, though, that this year, since I'm not running for re-election as First Selectman, and since I I'm taking a different position. I was thinking that what I might do at the last minute to surprise a few people is I'm thinking very seriously about running for the Board of Education. We really need reform on the Board of Ed. April Fools!